So how many people have joined in the laptop? You can create a folder called HTML. Create a folder called HTML. Folder you create a folder called HTML. A folder called HTML. And hope you have created a developer guide page. If you have not created, create a text file. Give the file name developer guide. You can do the right click here and create a text file. Give the file name called developer guide. Right click, select the select the text document, or whichever the method you create a text file. Give the file name called developer guide. In developer guide file, we need to write some notes. In developer guide page, we need to make some notes. So this photo you have seen yesterday. This photo we have discussed yesterday. That photo was something like this. User interaction happened to the browser. Browser deal with the HTML. HTML takes the help from CSS. CSS will give a library called Bootstrap. All will get integrated with the HTML. Then you will have after HTML, you have to use the JavaScript for the processing purpose. JavaScript will combine HTML and JavaScript will take the input from HTML, do the process and give the output. After that, this structure we have seen API and many more. Okay, so in this now, our first point will be to see the HTML. HTML we will be starting from, and then we will understand how HTML works and what is going to happen in that. If anyone has not taken the screenshot, you can take it. It's helpful for you. If you have not taken the screenshot, you can take it. It's helpful for you. It will guide you like, okay, web technology, how it works and what is the flow is inside, basic structure we have written. Next, we need to understand the HTML things. Today we'll have less example. We have some theory point to understand that we are going to work on. We will be making few notes. Some points we have to make a note. After making the point notes of the point, we will start working on example one by one. We need to process. You have to keep in mind, software development is not a kind of one sentence that you can remember in one day. Okay, it is kind of a research. So that is not going to, you are not going to learn anything in one day, and you are not going to forget everything in one day. Okay, so it will take some time to learn. Plan should be proper plan. Like suppose if anyone is attending the classes, it should not be temporary plan. Temporary plan is nothing but it's a waste of your time. Correct or not? So plan properly. Plan on paper. Yes. This 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, I will learn. After that, I will get a chance. I will start working. That should be the plan. And if you plan something, you have to work on that. Planning will happen by everyone. Execution will happen for few people. Those people who work seriously, for them only plan will execute. Else planning can do everyone. Everyone want to touch the moon, but only those person can touch the moon who has capability to touch it, right? So that is the one sentence for you. Plan properly, attend regular classes. Something will happen definitely if you are learning. Syllabus is little long syllabus as per the market demand. If you feel like within 2-3 days you understand everything, it's impossible. That's not like that. Software development. Suppose you want to create a sentence, you want to write a sentence somewhere. You need to understand the which one? Words. After combining lot of words, a sentence will come out. Now, before combining the words, you need to know how to combine the words. Now, before combining the words, you need to know how to create a words. Before creating the words, you should know alphabets. Then only everything will happen. So ABCD will mix, then it will become a word. After mixing multiple words based on some rule regulation, it will create a sentence. After combining multiple sentences, it create a paragraph. And after mixing multiple paragraph, it create a page. Okay. So you are very far from the where destination. Okay, so if you think like, okay, within 1 day, why I have not understood? Within 2 days, why I have not become a software developer? That is impossible. It's need some time. You have to spend some time with a clear, clean and clear vision. Then only it will happen. Else, it's not like jumping system today here, tomorrow there. With the proper intention, you have to sit and learn properly. Let's go. Complexities are there inside. It is not like simply kind of glass of juice, drink and become a developer. Okay, it has complexity. If you are able to handle the complexity, market is ready to pay you. Okay, developer will never get terminated from the company most of the time. Reason is what? They are ready to handle the challenges. Okay, so complexities are there, plus career growth point of view, infinite. There is no limitation in that, but complexities are there. It's not like BPO daily same sentence you are going to repeat. Okay, it has to be little dynamic, not dynamic, everything in dynamic only. Okay, go ahead next and come to the folder. Which folder? We have made a folder name is HTML. Now before going to the HTML code and all, developer guide, you should have a text file. If you have, then okay. If you have not created, create it. If you are using something else, maybe mobile, if you have not system, if possible, you can make a note. Okay. This is completely very ground knowledge of HTML, where everything web application starts, where your software engineering journey starts. Okay. The first step of your web application development is in your software development engineering is HTML. Okay. So I have written one line here. HTML is what? As per the photo, you can see HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, Angular, React, backend, all are talking to the HTML only. So definitely HTML will have something, so that HTML is dealing one side with the browser and another side it's dealing with the JavaScript. Okay. So that we are going to first focus on HTML, get some idea. So what is that HTML? HTML says it's called as a hypertext markup language, full form of HTML. Okay. What is the use of the hypertext markup language? It has, you can say, I have written single, few small sentence. It has a collections of predefined tags. So suppose a person is going to say, person is saying, I'm going to learn HTML, or a person will say, I know HTML. A person say, I'm expert in HTML. Indirectly, what he knows. So indirectly, you can say person who know HTML, he will remember lot of tags from HTML. That line I have written, HTML has a collections of predefined tags. Now, what is the use of these tags? So I have written the HTML tags used to communicate with the browser. For what purpose? To send the data and receive the data. Like when you open any website, you see the content inside the website. So we as a user, we interact with the browser communicate with the HTML to bring the data and display you, collect the input from you and give to the system in the backend. So there HTML plays a major important role. So that says like the HTML tag has a limitation. What limitation? That we are going to study further. HTML tag has some limitation. Because of this limitation, we need the CSS. For what purpose? To design the responsive web page. Okay, HTML will be there. HTML will deal with the browser, but somewhere HTML will say look and feel wise I'm very weak. I don't have lot of look and feel. You have to take the help from where? CSS. So you will be combining the HTML and CSS, and after that you will get the well-designed responsive web page. Okay. Right. So suppose the previous page, previous people batch, I was taking the classes. See, this is the page. This is the page. You can see if the device, if my laptop is in the full screen, how many blocks are coming in one line? 4 blocks. Now, so it is not necessary everyone will open in laptop only. If someone will open in medium size device, then how many block I made? Three blocks. If suppose someone will open in the you can say not directly mobile, little tab, you can say tab, then how many block I'm displaying? 2 blocks. If suppose someone will open in the mobile phone, then how many blocks? Only 1 block in one line, right? So this is called what? Responsive page. It is not running based on only HTML. The number of blocks is getting changed according to device size. That is being done by CSS. Okay, so what I have written in the description here, HTML will help you to deal with the browser, but internally it's need a support from CSS to design the better look and feel and to do a responsive page that will fit in all the devices. Our next line is, when we have written HTML has a collections of tags, then what is tags? How that look like? Okay, what it will do, that we are going to study. How that look like? So HTML tag look like this. In angle bracket, let me increase the font size. You can see in angle bracket without slash is called a open tag, and in angle bracket with slash is called a close tag. Okay, so one place you can say without slash is called a start, and with slash is called a end. Start and end. Now let us see next what we have. I have written here one small points. In that I have written all whoever is aware of HTML or whoever are implementing the HTML and CSS and JavaScript, he has to remember 5 to 6 main point, then only he can handle everything properly. So what are those? Let's understand. Okay, so hope you are writing somewhere, you can make a note. Okay, we can make a note. So we are making a note here saying like when we study the HTML, inside the HTML main points we have, what are the first question comes, type of HTML tags. When you are going to study the HTML, when you are going to implement the HTML, then here this line says collections. Collections means what? Multiple, unlimited are there. What are tags? So suppose there is a lot of tags, then as a developer, how you are going to understand the type of the tag and how you are going to, you can say, how you are going to you are going to divide into multiple categories, and you are going to work on that. So I've written here the types of tags. Okay, before writing the type of tag, remember in your day-to-day life you have opened multi-hundred website till date. Okay, you have opened multi-hundred website till date. In every website, whichever the website you have opened till date, you have gone through two tasks, two type of processes. One process, number one, when you open the website, it will display you output. Number two, when you want to do something, you have to give the input. Suppose, for example, when you open the YouTube, everyone nowadays, you have time, you are watching the YouTube. So when you open the YouTube, what you do in that? In YouTube, you see the video. That is called the output. Correct? Now question is, the video came from where? Someone has uploaded. So whoever has uploaded the video, that is called the input. Whoever are browsing the video, whoever are watching the video, that is called the output. Coming to the next point, when you go to the Flipkart, what you do in the Flipkart, you see a lot of products. That is called the what? Output. Correct. So when you see the Flipkart lot of products, something will be photo, something will be number as a price, something will be description. So collection of what? Text, number, photo, everything together, correct? That's called as output. Again, question is the photo came from where, product came from where? So in the Flipkart, there is a lot of seller, lot of vendors, they will upload the photo, correct? So the vendor has uploaded the photo, vendor has uploaded the product details, that is called as input, and customer is seeing the product, that is called as what? Output. Leave that also, come to your Gmail day-to-day life. When you go to the Gmail will say, sorry brother, like you, I have a lot of users. So who are you? I don't know. Enter your email and password. So what you will do? You will enter your email and password. After that, you are entering your email and password. That is called the input. Correct? After that, once you go inside, once login will success, you will see the output. You will see the email has come. Again, email has come from where? Someone has sent you the email. When someone has sent you the email, he has put the input, he has written the message, he has written the subject line, he has attached the file. So the person who has sent you the email, that is called as a input. Now you are going to see the message in your inbox, that is called as a output, correct? So overall, whichever the website you have browsed till date, how many steps you go through? Input and output, input and output. Maybe the type of input is different and maybe type of output is different. Audio, video, text, number, animation, correct? When you upload that, also you upload the text, number, audio, video, many things. So here, based on your day-to-day experience, I am going to write in HTML, we have total 2 type of tags. Okay, remember that also. If anyone asks in interview, with full confidence, you can say yes, whichever the tag I have implemented and I have seen on internet, it go through the 2 process. Some tag will ask the input and some tag will display the output. So according to their activity and their behavior, I can say yes, all the HTML tags are of how many types? 2 types. Okay, so let's write here. Type of HTML tag, how many? Number 2 types. One is called input type. Okay, and another one is called as a output. Sorry, input tag. Let me write here. It should be input tag. And another one is called as a output tag. So how many types of tag? 2 types of tag. Input tag and output. Short description, single line description is right here. It used to ask. See, I use very plain English. In that there will not be very high-fi words. Okay, so if you want to make more meaningful, you can use your words after understanding the sentence. It used to ask input from user. It used to ask the input from user. Okay, output tag, what it says? Output tag, it used to display output to user. Okay, via HTML. HTML will pass your message to browser and browser will pass the message to user. Again, browser will collect the input from user, right? But how the browser will collect? Browser will collect the input from user through the HTML tag only. Directly browser cannot have no any feature. Browser can take the input from user via the HTML tags. Overall, you found how many type of tag? 2 type of tag. Okay, let's come down below. This is completely very important point for your understanding point of view, the HTML. Okay, next we are going to write, when we saw we have total 2 type of tag, you can say input tag and output tag, right? So when we say the input, take example of a registration page. When we go to register somewhere in the web page, text will ask enter your name, email will ask enter your email ID, phone number will ask enter your mobile number, city will say okay select from the drop down, address will say there is a big box, enter your multi-line address. Now upload one file also, upload one photo also, correct? So how many type of input you are given? Text, number, email, a special character, you have uploaded the photo also, you have uploaded the file also, correct? You have given your number also, alphanumeric, everything you are uploading, right? So we can say In input tag, we have different type of input, and whereas in output tag also we have different type of output. Okay, different type of tag we have in output and different type of tag we have in the input. Now next line I'm going to write. Suppose you say there is a lot of input tag and there is a lot of output tag, then how to again separate it? If I'll say yes, I have 100 input tag and 100 output tag. So is there different behavior of the input tag and output tag? All we have same, all we have different. What is that? Okay. Look at here. In this page, if you see, suppose this page I made for the previous people. See in this page, large screen. This all four boxes are coming in the same line. What is the behavior? Behavior is in line. Four block will come in one line. After that, there is no space. Remaining four block will go to the next line. The behavior is in line. Look at here. Let me go again and minimize little slowly. You can see now how many are coming in one line. Now only three are coming in one line. Three has gone to the next line and remaining gone to the next line. Let's go ahead. Let me see here. Again, let me reduce little more. You will see now how many are coming. Two are coming. Still the behavior of the tags are in line only, but according to a space, it's getting shift one after other. Look at here. When I go to the complete small device, what is happening now? In one line, how many block? Only one block. Correct? So in this page, HTML, the behavior of HTML is getting changed by CSS. CSS is changing the behavior of HTML. HTML is HTML only. Their behavior is getting changed by CSS according to screen size. Okay. So that point I am going to write here saying like behavior of HTML tags. Right here, the behavior, BEHAVIOR. In HTML, spelling is this one. Which one? Behavior, BEHAVIOR is a reserved keyword in HTML. Okay, OUR usually we write, but here will be OR. The behavior of HTML tags. Okay, 2 points you got already. That is called type of tag. Now 4 points we are going to write under the behavior of HTML tags, and that will be the final points of writing the nets. All HTML tags, whether HTML4, HTML5, all come under this category. Correct? Now let's go ahead. So what we wrote, behavior of HTML tags. Let's see. See, talk something like when we say okay, we have how many types of human. We can say human is of two types, male and female. Then we say okay, do you think all the male are of the similar nature? Then you say no. All attitudes are same. You will say no. All are male only. Then we'll say all females are same. Then we'll say no. All the way of talking, all the behaviors are different. So here we found yes, in HTML we have two type of tag. Correct. Now we are going to identify the two type of tag we have. That is okay, but all the behavior are same or behaviors are different. Okay. So let's write here. The point we have written, the behavior of HTML tags. The first behavior is okay. The first behavior is let's write call it a DEPENDENT, dependent tag. And another one you write call it a independent tag. Okay, one is called dependent, another one is called independent. Already you have seen in the YouTube many places. You must have gone through the YouTube videos. Many people have made the video in HTML and all. You may have gone through the W3 also, but you don't know this line is called a dependent and this line is called a independent. Let me clear it. Okay. So dependent meaning is what? I will write the single line definition here. Dependent meaning is those tags. We are not pointing to a particular tag in HTML. We are saying that those tags that has open and close. That has open and close. Open and close. Those tags in HTML, all those tags that has open and close. Okay, that has open and close. Simple fundamental. Why we are writing this? Suppose you want to drive two-wheeler. Before driving the two-wheeler, you must ask someone, like when I'm going to drive the two-wheeler, what are the functionality will be inside? Correct? Where is the clutch? Where is the brake? Where is what? Where is the right? Before flying, before like suppose if you are going to fly a plane, what will happen? You need to understand that theory. Correct? If you are going to try a bicycle, first you have to take in the handle and just to drive for some time. Meaning is what? Before looking into the HTML code, you need to understand that some parts. Okay, how that, what is that, how that look. Then once you start writing the code, in your mind the rule regulation will start cycling, saying like, okay, I've written this line, this belong to this rule. I've written this line, this look like this, belong to this group. Okay, that's what I teach. Okay? It's like those tag that has open and close, that is called as a dependent. Suppose example, I'll write here. Example, if I write here, example, if I write here, like suppose I open a tag called ABC and I close a tag called ABC. We saw here ABC one side is open without slash and ABC is closing another side with slash. This is the user defined tag I have written. If you talk to the HTML, you have already seen YouTube here where HTML tag start like this and HTML tag end like this, right? So this is called what? As a dependent. There is a open and there is a close. You must have seen in the YouTube or somewhere body tag. Every people whoever has made the video, body tag they open like this and body tag they have closed like this. See, I've written HTML tag separate and body separate just to convince you. Open and close meaning what? Dependent tag. Okay. So from today onwards, whenever you watch any video on YouTube or anywhere, if the people has explained or not explained, no matter, if any tag is open and tag is closed, that meaning is what? It's called as a dependent tag. Okay. Dependent tag. It has meaning. Okay. I'm not writing simply it has no meaning. It has lot of meaning. Okay. Now come down. Come down. Okay. Come down. Okay. Next we have called independent tag. So independent tag meaning is what? You can see those tags that has only open. Those tags that has only open. There is no closing in that. For example, suppose I open a tag here called BR. You can see there is no closing for that. Usually people write like this. Only BR people write. Okay, people write like this. IMG. People just write like suppose I wrote a tag called hello. Okay, so these all are called a which one? Independent tag. In that closing is not there. But problem is what? This line you have written, it will work in HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, till jQuery it will work. But once you go to the Angular and React, this line will not work. Why? Because Angular and React will say, if your tag is independent tag, then keep the slash in the last. If your tag is independent tag, then keep the slash in the last. It's a compulsory, else Angular React will be fail. It will not allow to compile the page. Compilation will become fail. Okay. So if the tag is independent, then slash is compulsory. Okay. I have written some places user defined tag also, and some I have written the predefined tag also. This is user defined, hello, and BR and IMG is the predefined. So how many rules came in the mind? To behavior came in the mind, saying like, yes, when I will write the HTML tag, if the tag will open and close, then we'll understand, oh, it's a dependent. If the tag will be only open, then we'll understand, oh, it is independent. Okay. Third number. Come to the third number. In the third number, what we have, point number third we have, that is called block label tag. Block label tag. And another one we have, the fourth number, that is called inline tag. Block label tag as inline tag. Block label tag and inline tag. Block label tag and inline tag. Now block label tag meaning is what? Let us understand. Okay, block label tags meaning those tags that cover the full width. Those tags that cover the full width. That cover full width. Full width. That is called a block label tag. Inline tags, those tags that cover width according to content, that cover the width according to content. Like suppose you have some, I will show you the example. Let's make a note. The page what I was showing you, I will open maybe InfoCampus page. There we have some tags based on rule regulation. I'll guide you. In which scenario you will say it's a block level tag, and in which scenario you will say the inline tag. Okay, so hope we are writing. Now let's look at here. So it says like block level tag. The definition of block label tag is those tags that cover the full width. Those tags that cover the full width. Those tags that cover the full width. That is called block label tag. Those tags that cover the width according to contents. Let me come to the page now. Okay, look at this page. Look at this page. In one line, how many blocks are coming? 4 blocks. So one block is not covering the full width. It is covering certain width only. So in this case, you can say this, the whichever the tag we have used here, the tag is not called a block level tag. That is called a inline tag, because according whatever the rule we have set, so 4 blocks are coming in one line. So we can say these 4 are inline and remaining 4 are in another line. Okay. But the same page, if I go to the small device, mobile phone, then you can see all the blocks are going to where? New line. All the blocks are going to the new line, correct? The one block is cover full width. Second block also cover full width. Third block also cover the full width. Let's come to some other example. We'll go to the InfoCampus page. Under the InfoCampus page, okay, I made a little medium size screen. See here. Okay. Now look down. In one line, how many photos? 6 photos. That is called an inline. Here you can see in one line how many blocks? 4 block, that is also called inline. Here you can see in one line 4 blocks, that is also called inline. Here in one line 2 blocks, one is the left side, another one is right side, that is also inline. Correct? Hope you are able to see. You can see in one line there is a total 6 blocks, and here also there is a 4 blocks in one line. But as soon as if I go to the small device, if I go to the mobile phone, hold on. If I go to the mobile phone, you can see here in one line how many block? 1, 1, 1 is covering how much? Full width? Look down. See here. This 4 blocks was coming in one line. Now all blocks are going to where? New line. Correct? So you can say when you are creating a web page, inside the web page, you have to follow the lot of rules and regulations. Okay, those rules regulation will come from the different technology combined together, and after that give sufficient output to the user so that user experience will be better. It's not like only HTML we wrote somehow and page is ready. Tomorrow someone will come, they'll say it's not working in mobile phone. Okay, so this 6th rule, what it says, number first rule is of saying like when we are going through the HTML tags, we will find 2 type of tag. In that, first will be input tag and second will be output tag. Through input tag, we can collect the input from user, and through output tag, we can display the output to user. Next rule says, whichever the HTML tag you have, in that some tag will be there that will have open and close, open and close. So if the tag will be open and close, then it will be called as a dependent. If the tag will be only open, then it will be called as a independent. Same time you saw another line. If the tag will cover whether it is a block or whether it is a dependent or independent, no matter. If the tag is covering the full width, then you will say as a block level. If the tag is covering the less width according to content, then it is called as a inline. Right? So while designing a responsive page, when you will design the responsive page using the HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap, this last 2 rule will play the major important role. According to device, your block, your tag should convert from the block to inline, and according to device, the inline to block you have to convert. Okay, so that one point you can write here, and after that we can create one example and we can prove you all 6 points. Yes, this is really true or false. Right here in note you can write. Okay, in the note you can write what you will write. Responsive web page. When you say responsive web page, responsive web design, what is that meaning? Responsive web page meaning is what? This is the meaning. Okay, point number 1, according to need. Okay, according to need, according to need, block level tag convert into inline, and again according to need the inline tag convert into block level. These lines maybe look like Chinese word for you, but you don't feel uncomfortable. We'll create one example. In that you will understand everything. 6 points we need to remember, and one example you will create, automatically you will remember it. Till now, wherever you are going to enter any input, you will remember, yes, it's an input field. Where you display that output, that's called as output field. If you are writing one line and that line printed in a new line, then it's called as a block level tag. If it is printing in the same line, then it's called as an inline tag. If the tag is open close, then it's called as a dependent. If the tag is only open, then it's called as a independent. Okay, let's write this. and then we'll create, I will create example just to see that and understand first. And then I will guide you to create example, but one by one. Okay, so hope you have written the note. Hope ready? Okay, notes are written. Let's count the rule on the finger. Okay, how many rules? 6 rule. What is that? Input tag, output tag, dependent tag, independent tag, block level tag, and inline tag. Input tag to ask the input, output tag to display the output, block level tag will print in the cover full width. Block level tag will cover full width. Inline tag will take according to content. Okay, next dependent tag, what it will do? Open and close. Independent tag, only open. Okay, so I'll create one example test.html. In that will identify all. Okay, you will remember easily. Nothing to worry. Let me create one file. Let me create one file. File I will store under the HTML. I will also guide you how to create. Let's see one example. Okay, I will write here call test.html file. Test.html file. Inside this test.html file, inside the test.html file, inside the test.html file, HTML I open and HTML I close. So what is that? HTML tag is dependent or independent? You can reply in the chat. What do you say? HTML tag is dependent or independent?
Dependent on
Because there is a open and close.
close.
There is a open and close.
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on. HTML is open close, right? So that you understood. Now inside that, I will open a head tag. That is also open and close. Okay, just see. Next example you are going to create. Okay, this example you understand first. Okay, HTML is open close. That meaning is called as a dependent tag. Head also open close is called as a dependent tag. Okay, let me write body also open close. That meaning called as a dependent tag. Okay, right. Let me come inside. So HTML to HTML, whichever we have written, head we wrote, body we wrote, all has open close. That meaning all the tags are dependent. Now let me go inside, right here call H1 and right here call something. I wrote as a Bangalore. Okay, one. I'll write one more place here, one more H1 only. So you can see here, H1 is open close, right? Look down. Again, I'll write call H1, call as a Mumbai. Mumbai. Okay, so that is also open close. So that is also called what? Dependent. Dependent. H1 is open close. It's called as a dependent. Again, one more H1 I have written. That is also open close dependent. So dependent point of view understood. Yes, tag is open and close. That is called as a dependent. Another point is there, whether if we run this page, Bangalore and Mumbai, if both will come in one line, then we can say it's a inline. H1 will be inline. If Bangalore and Mumbai both will print in the new line, then we cannot say it's inline. We can say it's a block. Let's go here. I will run the page and I'll show you what is happening. See. Let me maximize the screen. You can see Bangalore is coming in one line, and after Bangalore there is a lot of space still. Lot of space. Multiple Mumbai can print in the same line, but Mumbai is saying no, I cannot come in one line. I will go to the new line because H1 says whether I have less content, more content, no matter, I need full width. So where to where? From beginning to last is occupied by H1. Now there is no space. So second H1 will go to the new line definitely. So what do you say? This is called block or inline? Input should come in chat. Theory you forget now only. See, all are if the tag will print in the same line horizontally, one after other, then it's called the inline. Now what is happening? It is not coming in one line, it's going to the new line. Correct. So new line, when it will go, it cover the full width. First line has covered the full width. Now there is no space. Second line will go to the new line definitely. So H1 to H6, you saw here, it's called as a open close as a dependent. After that, when I run the page, then it is printing in the new line. That is called as a block. It is not called as a inline. It is called as a which level tag? Block level tag. Let's come. This H1 I will convert into H2. H2, H2. Not only H2, there is a many. H3, H4, H5, H6. Okay, let me write it and show you. H3, H3, H4, H4, H5. Oh, everywhere I am writing H3 only. Yes. H4, H4, H5, H6, H6. So where? H1 to H6. H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. You saw all are open close. That meaning all are as a dependent tag. When I come to the browser, you can see none of the ready to come in same line. All are going to where? New line. All are printing in the new line, So whenever it's printed in the new line, you can say it's called a block level tag. It is not called a inline. It's called a block. Bangalore and Mumbai just side by side print, then you can say is a inline. It's not printing side by side. It's going to where? New line. So hope you are clear. How many point? Tag is open close dependent. Tag is printing in the new line, call it a block. Now come down next. So H1 to H6 come under which category? Block or inline? People are silent, look like confusion.
Block level tags.
H1 to H6 are block level tag because it print in the new line. Another point, H1 to H6 is all open close. That meaning for a dependent. Come next. Let's write here. Okay. Just to convince you. Next line I'm writing label. Okay, see label. 1. This is label 1. Label 1. Okay, I have written one label. This is label 1. Second, this is the label 2. Open close, no doubt, it is called as a dependent. Now, once we run the page, then we will get to know whether it is inline or block. Okay, let's go to the browser now. H1, sorry, label open close, label open close. Now let me come to the browser. See here, label 1 and label 2 both are printing in the same line. So what is that? Inline or block?
Inline.
It is
Inline tags.
It is called as a inline. Okay, it is called as a inline. So we got total how many points? Let me write here. Okay, number 1, if the tag is open close, you understood, yes, it's called as a dependent. If the tag are printing in the new line, you understood, it's called as a block level tag. If the tag will print in the same line, you understood, it's called as a inline tag, right? Next, what we have, how many else point we have? Look at the browser. Here, are you able to see the input, or you are able to give the input, or you are able to see the output? What is that? This is the input or output. Are you able to enter anything here in the page? Right? Are we able to enter anything in the page? Nothing. So this is not called as an input tag. This is called as an output tag. Let's come. Right next. Okay. Now I will go here and I will create another input tag. Let's write here. Enter name. Input type equal to text. Just randomly to understand the point. Input type equal to text I have written. When I go to the browser and show you the page, see now. Number 1, you saw it is printing in the same line. If it is printing in the same line, that meaning it is called as the inline tag. Now this text box is asking me enter your name. I can enter my name here. So what is that? That is not called as the output. That is called as the input. Wherever you display the output, that is called as the output tag. Where you ask the input, that is called as the input tag. If the tags are printing in the same line, it's called as a inline. If the tags are printing in the new line, that is called as a block. Right? If the tag are printing in the new line, then it's called as a block. Let me go here. We want this text box to go to the new line. It should not come in the same line. We have to break the line. We have a tag called BR. Let me write here BR. When I wrote the BR, you can see here BR is just like the independent. There is no separate closing, open and close together. If you remove the slash, then also it will work since it is HTML only. If you merge some other technology, that time it may not work. But now just we wrote as a BR, what will happen? Enter your name will go to the new line. It will not come in the same line. Look at here. When I go here, I can see enter your name is going to where? New line. new line. So now BR, look at the BR. BR is not a dependent tag. It is called as a independent.
Independent.
H1 to H6 is open close. So it is called as a dependent. H1 to H6 printing in the new line is called as a block. Label is open close, it's called as a dependent. Label is printing in the same line, it is called as a inline. Text box below, you can see the BR. BR is open close together, so it is called as a independent. The input your name, input type equal to text I have written. This is also not separate open close. It is open and closed together. You can see slash is there in the last. Let me remove the slash. So this is also called as what? Independent tag. Independent tag, right? So whichever the HTML tag you have to, you will see. Let me go to the any website. Suppose this website is there. On this website, if I do the right click and view source, right click and view page source. Just I did the right click and view page source. Okay. In this page, see here. Let me increase the font size. Become huge. Okay. Can you see here in this page? Right? You see here. What is happening? Head is open. Meta is open somewhere. The meta is not closed. See, the link is only open, not closed. Coming down, coming down. When I come inside little, you will see everywhere the tags are open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Somewhere is open, somewhere see a tag is open here, a tag is closing here. Everywhere header is open here, it's closing somewhere. You can see this button is open, closing in the last. Division is open, close. This division is open, close. You can see this division is also open, close, right? So these all are whichever the page you have seen till date on internet, or you are going to design your own. Everywhere the tags, see here how many tags are open and how many tags are getting closed in the sequence, right? See here the tags are open, close, open, close, open, close. Some places will be only open. So entire whichever the what line you have written here, this is the completely ground knowledge of HTML. Okay, ground knowledge of HTML, where HTML starts from. Okay, that's that way, like we convince you. So from here, at least you should not forget this point. Which point? Let me write again. If you have confused, if you are missed out, how many point was? One was called input tag. What you ask in that? Used to ask which one? Input. Input tag. Another one was called output tag. What it will do? Used to ask, used to display. Used to display output. Next what we have? Next what we have? Block label tag. What it will do? It print in new line. By default, that cover the full width, it will go to the new line. Next we have written called inline tag. What it will do? It print in same line. According to content, it will take the space. Another line we have written called block level inline, and after that dependent, dependent tag. What it do? It has open and close, open and close. Next what we have? Independent tag. Independent tag, what it has? It has only open. It has only open, right? So this 6 point, if you have not remember still, you take the photo and remember it. Without this, your HTML will be incomplete. You will not understand properly. Okay, everywhere. Maybe people have not explained or explained that, I don't know. But this is the way of learning from the very input tag, output tag, block level, inline, dependent, and single line difference. Okay, hope ready. Let's go ahead. Next, after that, you need to create the file along with me and follow the steps and create the file and follow the examples. So first open your Notepad++ and create a new file. Open the Notepad++. How many people are following the system? Notepad++. Can you reply once? Notepad or something else? Which editor you follow? First month you follow the Notepad++. It will be very good for you. You will remember entire HTML and CSS along with the Bootstrap. Notepad or plus yeah, Sudeep. You have not written even full. You wrote as a note. What is that note? I told yesterday to download the Notepad++. Listen, no, if you are attending the class, listen that. If I am spending the energy, there should be meaning for you. And so what is the need to spend energy? Listen properly, okay? You will get benefited. Okay, come. So go to your Notepad++ and create a new file. Go to the Notepad++, select the new file, whichever the option you know. Here is a new, there is under the file also there is a new. After that, in that file, write anything ABCD. Anything you write, save this file under your HTML folder. Write anything ABCD, ABCD. Okay, we written ABCD, ABCD. Now save the file. Save the file in HTML folder. If you have created, then okay. If you have not created, save on desktop directly. Save the file on desktop directly. And what will be the file name? File name will be example1.html. HTML file, whenever you create, you have to give .html extension. Example1.html. Give the file extension example1.html. Give example1.html. Example1.html given. Save that. Click on save button. So your file becomes a .html. You can see here it is showing example1.html. That meaning my file is which type? .html. Okay, file becomes a .html. File becomes a .html. Okay, if the file is .html, we can run in browser directly. If the file is HTML, we can run in browser directly. So how to run that? Correct. In view menu, hope you have saved your file. In view menu, there is option called view current file. In view menu, check there is option called view current file. Which option? Fourth option. In view menu, you have okay. In view menu, there is option called view current file in. View current file in where? Firefox, Chrome, Edge, IE. Which browser you have in your computer? Suppose I have Chrome. So what I will select? I will go to the view menu and I will select from here view current file in Chrome. So this page will load directly where? Under the Chrome. See, directly it's loaded under the Chrome. And whichever the content we are written there, so displaying inside. It's directly loaded here and it is displaying inside the browser. Correct? Running for how many people? Are you able to run or not? Your page is running? Yes, sir. This should say something. You can go to the view menu. In view menu, view current file in. You will have option Chrome, Mozilla. Select anyone wherever you want to run. Automatically this page will open in browser. Automatically page will open in browser. Not running. Any browser you try. Not only Mozilla, Chrome, whichever the browser you have to select that. In case not happening, go to your folder, double click on file. From there also it will open. Suppose I have stored the file in this folder, HTML folder I have stored. My file is under the HTML folder. I will double click on that. It will open in browser, default browser. Chrome, whichever the browser you have, you select that. It will open. Okay, now come. Next, what you need to enable if you are using the Notepad++, as we have seen in the previous example, plus you remember the rule regulation, tag has to open close, that is called dependent. Tag, some tag will be only open, that is called as a independent, right? So how that entire system works? So for that, Notepad++ has given an option, you need to enable it. Once you enable that, automatically dependent will be open close and independent will be without closing. So first let's go to the Notepad++ and enable the setting. Okay, so go to your Notepad++ and there is a menu called settings. Click on settings. In Notepad++, click on settings. In Notepad++, click on settings. In settings, there is an option called preferences. Click on that. In Notepad++, you have settings. Under the settings, there is a preferences. Click on that. Preferences. In preferences, this dialog box will appear. Here in the left hand side, you select auto completion. In the left hand side, you select auto completion. Left hand side, select auto completion. Selected auto completion. Once you select the auto completion, in the right hand side, 6 check boxes are coming. Check that. You should check this checkbox. See, my check boxes are checked. Yours may be unchecked. Please enable it. This will help you when you open a tag, automatically close will happen. when like it will identify the type of tag and it will help you to make your code more better and better. Hope ready? Check the check boxes. Now close this dialog box. We have gone to the settings, we enable the auto completion, we check the check boxes and close it. Now delete everything from this file. Delete everything from this file and make sure your file extension is .html. Make sure your file extension is .html. Now after that, look at here. We'll type the HTML tag, you will understand how it is closing automatically. I have pressed here shift plus less than symbol and I will write now HTML and I will press the greater than symbol. As soon as I'll press, closing will happen. See again, your typing is matter. Anyway, within 1 or 2 class, you will become expert. But look at here. Less than symbol, HTML, greater than symbol. Closing happen automatically. Yes. Come down inside, write body. Closing will happen automatically. Yes. Under body, you write again H1. Welcome. Closing will happen automatically. Save the file and again go to the view menu, run the page. This H1 should appear in your browser. Save the file, go to the browser. You can see H1 should appear in the browser. Save the file and go to the view menu. From view menu, run it. It should appear in the browser. Written. Now let's run here in the browser. It will appear like this. Welcome is coming. Welcome is coming. Correct. So you can say the page is loading properly in the browser. We will follow like this. Okay. We will follow like this. So we will sit tomorrow. Today already I spoke a lot. So tomorrow we will sit and we will start creating the example. So you understood 4-5 rules now? You will remember, right? Anyone have some, you understood or not? Let me know in the chat. Which rule? Open tag, close tag, dependent tag, independent tag, block level tag, inline tag, input tag, output tag. Correct. That is alphabets of your HTML. Okay. Clear. Attend few classes. It is nothing urgent. If you attend few classes, automatically you will understand. It is not difficult. HTML is the simplest language in the world. Okay. The owner of the Facebook said like every citizen of the world should know the HTML. Not only developer. Every citizen of the world should know the HTML. Okay. So it is simple only. It is not difficult. Okay, I will end the session. See you tomorrow. You join same time.